What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the office, where today we're going to be doing something totally different, kind of off the wall a little bit, but I'm excited about it. It's something that I've been considering doing for a little bit because we've got the means to do it with. Chase and I have had a 3D printer for some time now. Actually, we bought it like right when we moved to Florida, and it's just kind of a cheap one, like I think it's like an Ender 300, Ender 3000, something like that. But we just do it to make like little goofy projects just to have fun with. We've never really done anything major with it that we've used for anything. It's like little desk trinkets and things like that. But Chase enjoys it, I enjoy it, and it's something we do together. Well, the other day I was actually scrolling through the website where they give you like the models to print and things like that, and I came across something that gave me an idea, and it was a fishing lure. I'd never even like thought about the fact that you could actually print a fishing lure with a 3D printer. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. I've already jumped in there, downloaded the files, dropped them over to the 3D printer. It's running right now. We're going to show you guys a quick time lapse of our 3D printed lure as it prints, and then we're going to jump in and show you guys how we're going to get it ready to take it fishing. Let's go. We got 3 pieces that we got to get put together to make this fishing lure work. So we're going to take it to the house, going to put a couple eye screws in it, throw on some treble hooks, slap a coat of paint on it, and we're going to take it out and see if we can't catch ourselves a fish. Let's get to it. All right, y'all, so we did get the 3D printed lure to the house. I went to Lowe's and picked up some eye screws. Unfortunately, they didn't have, like, I wanted even smaller than that. I've already put one in just to make sure it would work before I went on camera. So I think it's a little large, but I think it'll be okay. So what we're doing is just inserting these eye screws right here. And once those are in there, that's gonna hold our hooks in place. And I did back these with just a little bit of super glue just to be safe. That's gonna be the bottom hook. Now, one of the things I was really curious about when I printed this was how it all went together, because it came in 3 pieces. As you guys saw there in the initial, like the print of it, it came in this piece, the middle section, and then of course the tail. So what you do is you take these eyes, and there's 2 little pre-drilled holes right here, and you're going to screw these eyelets into these little holes like so, like that. Make sure they're nice and flush. You're going to put the other one on this side, or on the bottom hole rather, because this is actually a swim bait, so it swivels. It actually has that action to it. Mila, no. Mila's got a toy outside, and y'all know how she gets. You're going to put that right there. Then this actually slides into this hole, like this right here, and then you take... I'm going to tell y'all right now, I have not tried this yet, so I don't know if this is going to work. I couldn't find any kind of, like, I don't know what you would want to call it, shear pin small enough to fit down into that. So I'm hoping these little tiny wire brads that I picked up will work. If they will, it'll be perfect, because y'all, I think this is going to work. Look at that, and it's attached, because all I have to do now, that is drilled all, it comes actually down perfectly on the bottom, literally the perfect length. I didn't even plan that part. And I'll put a little bit of super glue, and look at that, you got a wiggly tail. It's okay, you can say it, I know what you want to say. Sarah's gonna say it's cute. So you have a wiggly tail, and then you do the exact same thing on the back. You're gonna come through here. Now this one, I'm sure I'm going to have to shear off, because it's going to be way too long. We'll be able to do the same thing back here, clip it off, and then we're going to put some paint on it. Wait till y'all see the paint on it. All right, so keep in mind, I am not a professional lure maker by any stretch. I just wanted to throw something together and see if we can catch a fish on it. Like, I don't need this thing to last. I don't need it to be fancy. I just need to catch a fish on it. I will tell you guys this. There is a cavity in the top part of it right here. I'm gonna see what it does. I'm gonna put it in the sink and just see if it sinks at all. If it doesn't sink, there is like an opening inside of this. I'm going to drill into it, and I'm just gonna take, the kids have got BB guns. I'm gonna take some of their BBs, drop it in there, and then I'll reseal it before I paint it so it'll still look nice. So that'll be two things. It'll add a little weight to it, which will help it sink down a little bit, because I do want it to be almost like a suspending twitch bait. And what'll happen is it'll give it a little bit of rattle. So I'm gonna drill these holes out real quick, then we're gonna put the tail on, and we'll be right back with you. All right, y'all, so what I was most worried about with this was the tail, and exactly what I was afraid was going to happen is what happened. The little brads that I bought did not fit through there. So I tried to drill a hole, which worked, but then they didn't line up properly. So rather than go back and just 3D print the whole thing, what I've done is I've super glued the tail on, which should be fine. It's like Gorilla, like super glue. So I got everything put together with the eye screws in. The only thing I'm missing, I do have to run out and get me some rings. I already have treble hooks, but I don't think I have any of like the little keychain rings that goes on it to hold it together. And then we're gonna throw a paint job on him, and then we're gonna be ready to rock and roll and go catch fish. And I know just the place I can go to use this lure and catch fish. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I got a go-to can't miss spot every time. So we're gonna paint this bad boy up, we're gonna head out, I'm gonna catch fish on it. Let's get to paint. All right, guys, so what I got, not a professional lure builder by any stretch, but I did get Silver Flash Glitter Blast because I do want it to be like sparkly. So my goal is to paint the whole thing silver with some sparkle. That just sounds funny. my sparkling fishing lure. And then I do have some black to put down the back and a little bit of stripe. My goal is for this thing to look like a little finger mullet. Now I know it's not gonna look exactly like a finger mullet, I get that. But that's my goal, is to get the same paint scheme. So, and I'm just gonna paint this little bill off the same color. We're gonna do it the Silver Blast as well. So we're gonna give it a go here. Well, that did not work.
Butterfingers. I actually like it, the sparkles with the blue. It's gonna look good. Is it bad that I like the smell?
A little bit. All right, guys, so check that out. So we actually got, I don't mind that blue stripe on the bottom. I think it actually looks really good. So I am gonna come in and put that one little layer of black across the top. I think we're gonna be golden, y'all. Like, I think I'm gonna get Sarah to dot the I's, because Sarah's the artistic one in the group. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put just a straight black stripe right down its back. Like that. That kind of looks like fish. That's what we're going with right there. All right, guys, so we are down to the final stages here. I went out last night and got some split rings as well as some treble hooks to throw in here. I started to put like single hooks on here, but then I got to thinking about it and I was like, I want to give myself the best opportunity possible to catch fish, and I think treble hooks is going to be the way to go. But y'all check that out. She is fully hooked up and ready to rock and roll. I am stoked. Like, I'm so excited to go try this out. Pardon my hair, I haven't put a hat on this morning. It's early in the morning. But we're getting ready to head out to a spot where I'm fairly confident I can catch fish with this lure. Now here's what I'm gonna do. Just to eliminate any kind of temptation, I'm only taking this. I'm gonna take one rod, one reel. Y'all see what I did there? Y'all know what I did right there. I know you did. And one lure, and we're gonna take it out there and we're gonna try to catch a fish on it and see what happens. Let's go. All right, guys, so we are back over in Alabama, rolling out on the one wheel and making our way over to a very, very familiar spot. And we're gonna give our 3D printed lure a shot and see if we can't catch fish. I figure this is the place I can usually come to down here where I know that I can catch fish there. I know you guys see us fish here a lot, but it's kind of one of those spots like when the fish are there and it's good fishing, it's pretty easy to come over and catch one. That's really all I need today, is just one. So let's get out here on this dock, put this lure in the water, see if we can't put one up on the deck. So we have made it to our spot with the 3D printed lure. We are going to toss this thing around and just see if we can't get something to eat it. I'm gonna try to work it like a straight swim bait. It's fairly light and it's made of plastic. I'm hoping I put enough metal on it to like pull it down a little bit. And obviously I'm hoping that the bill drives it down just a touch. So y'all can see right there, my paint job's a little jacked up on it for real, but we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna put it out here. Let's make a couple casts with him. Guys, it dives really well. Like it really does. We definitely need to add a little bit of weight to it because it just floats on top when you're not pulling it. But as soon as you start pulling it, you're ready to go. Oh, that was a bump. That was a bump. All right, y'all, so we are just straight retrieving this. I don't really know. Oh, wait, are you serious? Are you serious right now? No way. Guys, we got a fish on the 3D printed lure right here. Gotta work. Oh, I gotta be easy with him. I don't know what he's gonna do. Guys, are you kidding me right now? No freaking way. Y'all, look, I can't believe I actually caught one on this lure. Are you kidding me? He's not very big. He is not. Oh, and he's wrapped up. Golly. Y'all, look at that right there. On the 3D printed lure. That's freaking sick. Let's go. Let's go, baby. No way. Y'all, right in the corner of the mouth. Everything held together perfectly. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. We've been throwing it for a minute. I was starting to have my doubts. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But look at that right there. Look at that. He ain't no monster, but yo, look at that. How sick is that? That is ridiculous that we just caught that fish on that lure. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Like the whole process of making this and putting the hooks in and painting it and everything we've been doing, like I didn't know if we were gonna catch a fish on it. And then the catch one's awesome. Let's get this dude back in the water because we're obviously not keeping him. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, buddy. Thank you for playing. Guys, are you kidding me right now? I cannot believe we caught a fish on the 3D printed lure. I think I told you I couldn't even get his tail to wiggle. It has pretty good action in the water like I told you guys, but I'm shaking. I am shaking right now. And I know that's not a monster, but like to put that much work into something and then really not knowing if it's going to work or not, like that is so rewarding. Like for real, it is so rewarding to catch something on something you made. And we didn't even paint the eyes on. Like I forgot to paint the eyes on it. So man, I'm pumped, guys. I'm pumped. All right, guys, so normally when I fish here, I fish over that way where that water outpours out into the main lake. I've never had a lot of luck like out here. So I'm gonna take this. I'm not getting a lot of bites. And I think the reason is I don't think it's heavy enough. I wanted it to work more like a suspending twitch bait. And I didn't put those BBs in the cavity. And it's just not sinking very much. So I don't know how much water depth we're getting. It definitely feels like the faster I reel, the deeper it gets, obviously, because it does have that bill on it. So I'm gonna like put it out here and try to work it a little bit faster just to see if we can get a bite out here in this other water. And again, I'm not fished out here a lot. Like most of the time I fish over that way. So we're just going to see what happens right here. Just straight retrieve on this thing, guys. Oh, there's a bump. That was a bump. That was 100% a bump. The good thing is it's not diving deep enough. So when I get bumped, I know I'm getting bumped because I'm not even anywhere near the bottom. So it makes it work out to where if I do get bit, like I know it's a bite. So that's really nice. Oh, that's definitely, oh, that was a bump. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah, guys, the only way to fish this lure is just to straight retrieve it. Oh, fish on. Oh my gosh. He is tiny because I just yanked him. Guys, I yanked him straight out of the water. I feel bad. Okay, I tried to do a Bill Dance hook set just now on this guy. I don't know if the camera is going to pick that up or not, but I hook set this guy a little hard. I felt a bump and then I felt him bump it again. And the second time he bumped it, like y'all, I yanked on him. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like, I put a little hurting on him. I'm not gonna lie. Let me get him unbuttoned here. Yo, fish number 2. These are dinks. I mean, that is a dinky fish. But, I mean, I'm catching fish on a lure I made. It is insane. Like, I never dreamed. And this fish was like as big as the lure almost. So that is wild, guys. We're gonna put this dude back in the water. Thank you so much. Mwah, I love you. I love you, little buddy. See you, dude. All right, y'all, so we've been chunking it for a few minutes here. I'm gonna make another cast or two. This might actually be my last cast because there's definitely some modifications that needs to be made to this. So we're gonna make one more cast and we're gonna talk for just a minute on some things that I think we need to change on this lure. So let's throw one last cast just to see what happens. And this is gonna be a legit last cast. So let's check it out and see what happens here. How cool would it be to get a bite on the last cast? I don't think it's gonna happen. It is not. So a couple things about this that I noticed right off the bat. One, I forgot to paint eyes on it. That's first and foremost. I don't know how well you guys can see it. If it's not very good, I'll throw a B-roll shot of it in there. It stays on top of the water and doesn't sink at all. So I need to drill down into that cavity, put a little bit of weight in it and get it bottom heavy so it will sink a little bit. I really want it to work more like a suspending twitch bait, and maybe that's not even possible. I'm not sure, but I definitely need to make some modifications, maybe make a whole new one and kind of start over. I'm not mad about the color scheme on it though. That silver glitter paint, I feel like gives it just enough pop. It does somewhat resemble a mullet. I mean, it's not obviously spot on. I didn't put stripes or anything like that on it. But it does somewhat resemble a mullet. So I'm not mad about that. But the fact that we were able to come out here today and catch a couple fish on a lure that we made in the office is pretty dang cool. It's just rewarding. Like I said earlier, it's one of those deals where you make a plan and you hope it'll come together and you put all this work into a video and then it boils down to, will it catch fish or not? And today it did, which is pretty freaking sweet in my opinion. So I will take that all day long. You guys leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought about this video, what modifications you think I could do to make this work better, or if you've ever done anything like this. Like, I want to hear about it. Like, this is cool to me. It's something way out of my element and way different, but I definitely want your guys' feedback on what you think about this. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about our little lure. And I know we just caught a couple dinky bass, but man, it was cool to catch them on a lure that I made that I was not very confident in, to be 100% honest with you. Guys, I truly hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a great big thumbs up. If you're new here to the Cameraman Ron channel, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button. And I want to address something. I had somebody ask me the other day, like, well, how much does it cost? Guys, it does not cost you anything to hit the subscribe button. It's free. Just make sure that it is highlighted gray and not red and you're subscribed. That's all there is to it. You don't have to pay a fee to watch me because ain't nobody trying to do that. But if you are going to smash it, make sure you smash that subscribe button 2022 style. We can't wait to see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care. We'll see you soon.
Look, you're fishing. I got you. Look. You got one. Look. Reel it up. Pull it up. Come on, pull it, pull it, pull it. Reel it, reel it. Wow. Good job, Jules.